Welcome to the Mavs Court Report. I'm your host, Larry Lease. Today we're diving into the latest headlines from around the Dallas Mavericks. But first, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Game Time. If you're looking for the best place to get your tickets to the upcoming Dallas Mavericks season, check out Game Time. You can find a link to Game Time in our description, and if you use that one, you can help support the show. And now on to our first topic. Should the Mavericks trade for Myles Turner? Well, let's dive into that. The Dallas Mavericks have disappointed fans this offseason by not winning this summer. Jalen Brunson left in free agency, despite the Mavs making re-signing the 6'1" guard their top priority. Dallas did upgrade their front court by trading for Christian Wood and signing JaVale McGee. The front office drafted Jaden Hardy and re-signed Theo Pinson, but that was the end of their offseason moves. The Mavs were not mentioned in the latest rumors, which likely means they are done making moves this offseason. But should they be? They have a glaring need in the backcourt, and Dallas wants to build a title contender around Luka. The Mavs need more talent, but they are not eager to go all in on acquiring it. The Pacers have Myles Turner on the trade block. It has been years of Turner trade rumors, but the deal never comes together. The 6'11" big man could be a fantastic fit in Dallas. So should the Mavericks acquire him? Let's take a look at the fit, the asking price, and if the Mavs front office should make the deal. Turner was born in Bedford, Texas, so it would be a homecoming if you joined the Mavericks. Former Mavs head coach and current Pacers leader Rick Carlisle is a massive fan of the 6'11" big man. But Indiana is heading into a rebuild around Tyrese Halliburton. The Pacers would deal Myles Turner in the right trade, but can they find it? Turner is a fit in Dallas, but there are concerns. The Mavs' biggest issue in the playoffs were rebounding and rim protection. They went small to maximize their offense, but that hurt them on the glass. Dallas was out-rebounded 811 to 657 over their 18 postseason games. And Max Kleber was their only rim protector. Turner could solve both issues while seamlessly fitting into the offense. The 6'11" big man is not the best rebounder, but he averaged over 7 and 29.4 minutes per game last season. He twice led the league in blocks per game and is one of the best rim protectors. Turner is a career 34% three-point shooter that can be more involved in the offense in Dallas. He can serve as a roll man and stretch five. His three-point shooting should improve playing off Luka, who is arguably the best shot creator in the world. The 26 big man could reach new heights in Dallas, and there has been rumored interest from both sides. The biggest worry about adding Turner is his health. He played just 47 and 42 games in the last two seasons, including missing the remainder of last year after a January foot injury. One of the reasons the Mavericks traded KP was his spotty availability, and Turner could fall into that same category after two straight injury-riddled seasons. So that's something they have to consider. At last season's trade deadline, the Pacers reportedly wanted a massive haul to acquire Turner, despite him being out for the season with a foot injury. They were asking for 2 first-round picks, or 1 pick and 1 young talent with upside. No team was willing to meet the price, and rightfully so. Turner is not a superstar, but he is a talented man that would make the Mavericks and other teams better. Trading Turner now does not make sense. He's coming off a season-ending foot injury, which decreases his value. The Pacers would be better off letting him prove he is healthy and still one of the league's best shot blockers before searching for a deal. Indiana is very unlikely to get 2 first-round picks for Turner, even when healthy. Would they settle for 1? It's 1 first-round pick seems right for the 26-year-old if he gets traded before the start of the training camp. The Pacers have to lower their asking price if they want to trade Myles Turner, and the longer the wait, his value should keep dropping on an expiring deal. Should the Mavericks trade for Myles Turner before he heads elsewhere? The Mavs are facing an interesting dilemma in any potential trade. They owe their first-round pick to the New York Knicks for the original KP deal with a top 10 protection, assuming it conveys Dallas will have all their first-round selections moving forward. Waiting could open up a move for a superstar. Can the Mavericks afford it? Luka starts his rookie max extension this season, so the clock is ticking to build an annual title contender around the 23-year-old superstar. Is Turner worth giving up a first-round pick? Yes, but the Mavs should avoid doing it because having all their first opens the door for a blockbuster next summer. Turner is one of the best shot blockers in the NBA, and he has a unique offensive skill set. Teams across the league would love to add the Giant at the right price. Can someone get the Pacers to lower their mark? It's a storyline to watch as the regular season approaches. The Dallas Mavericks would like to upgrade their roster before the February trade deadline, but can they find the right deal? Expect General Manager Nico Harrison to keep working the phones, even if things never materialize. The best is still yet to come from Luka and the Mavs, so stay tuned. Hey, let us know in the comments section below. Do you believe the Mavericks should trade for Myles Turner? And if so, what would you offer for a Myles Turner trade? I think first-round picks are asking way too much. And before we move on, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like our video. And hit the bell notification button to be notified of future videos. And speaking of Luka, we got to get into his off-court habits. Should the Mavericks fans worry about his off-court habits? The Dallas Mavericks have the best young superstar in the league in Luka. The 23-year-old has been the first-team All-NBA for 3 straight years, and he continues to improve. Luka is among the favorites to win MVP in the coming season after leading the Mavs on a surprise run to the conference finals last season. Luka has immense talent. He's the best shot creator in the world, and the 6'7" guard makes the Mavericks a feared opponent for every team in the NBA. There is no stopping Luka, and fans can be sure he put a new trick or two in his bag this offseason. What Luka does off the court made headlines on August 29th after the German newspaper reported that the superstar was drinking soda and smoking a cigarette on the eve of Slovenia's World Cup qualifier against Germany. The Germans pulled a shocking upset in what was far from Luka's best games. Should fans be worried about Luka's off-court habits? This is not the first time what Luka does off the court has made headlines. He loves basketball and is always working on his game. In his first 4 seasons with Mavericks, supporters have seen him improve his finishing with his left hand, upgrade his jumper, and add a deadly mid-range game that features Dirk's signature shot. There is no question he works hard on his game, but there are other habits that fans have questioned. A photo of Luka drinking a beer surfaced on the day of a playoff game, which the Mavs said was an old photo. Tim McMahon refuted the team's report by saying it was a picture from the night before the contest. The 23-year-old was also photographed smoking a hookah last summer, which went viral. Luka did not enter the season in the best shape, and he attributed it to taking too much time off of the offseason. The Mavs got off to a slow start before having the second-best record from January 1st to the end of the regular season. Should fans worry about what he does away from the court? The 23-year-old superstar is one of the best players in the world. He would not be the first player to smoke. Jordan reportedly had a cigar before every home game. He was at the peak of his powers with the Bulls. A ton of pressure comes with being one of the best players in the world, and dealing with that cannot be easy. Luka had an off night against Germany, and so did the rest of the Slovenian national team. But having a soda and a cigarette the night before did not cause it. Smoking could shorten Luka's career and may hamper his conditioning, but fans should not be worried. One cigarette is not going to keep him from being the best player in the world. When Luka focuses on his body, he'll reach another level. Luka needs to eat right and kick the bad habits like drinking soda and smoking to make that a reality. It could be the key to Dallas winning the championship and Luka reaching his peak. Will the superstar do it? Time will tell, but fans should not be worried about Luka. He'll be ready for training camp and be better than ever. Luka plans on leading the Mavericks to another deep playoff run, and fans can bet on him taking his game to another level when the games matter most. So don't miss it and get a ticket. And you can get those tickets from Game Time, a sponsor of the Mavs Court Report. Use the link in the description and order your tickets today. Dallas Mavericks executives think Dallas Mavericks had the worst offseason, but they're still sold on Luka. The Mavericks lost Jalen Brunson as the 6'1" guard signed with the Knicks at free agency, and the front office failed to find a replacement. They did upgrade their front court by trading for Christian Wood and signing Javal McGee. But it has been a disappointing offseason for fans, especially after the Mavs reached conference finals last season. ESPN surveyed 15 NBA coaches, scouts, and executives about the offseason and the season ahead. And there was plenty of Mavericks talk. From Luka being near the top of the MVP heap to the team's chances to win it all. Here's a look where the Mavericks showed up in the survey in a few surprising places they did not. Executives believe that Mavericks had the worst offseason, but they're still high on the Luka MVP odds. Luka was prominently featured in the survey as he finished second with 4 votes to win MVP this season. Luka did not receive a vote for best player in the league right now, despite his incredible playoff run, but he did get 6 votes for NBA's best player in 5 years, with Giannis again being the only player to get more. One executive pointed to the addition of Christian Wood, helping the Mavericks win 50 regular season games, and Luka's usage staying sky high in his case for the 23-year-old superstar to win MVP in 2023. The Mavs got 6 votes for having the worst offseason, with no other team earning more than 3. Losing Jalen Brunson without getting a return was a disaster move. And the blame should lay squarely on the shoulders of the Mavs front office. Dallas had multiple chances to re-sign Brunson, but they were always chasing a bigger fish. The Mavericks got 0 votes to win the Western Conference despite their deep postseason run last season. The executives are not high on the team's chances this season, but they are ecstatic about the present and future of superstar Luka. The Mavs need to do a better job building around him, and how they do it will be fascinating to watch moving forward. So let's take a look at why the Mavericks were not part of the latest rumors. The Dallas Mavericks were not mentioned in Mark Stein's latest rumors column, and they have not been part of any of the rumblings in recent weeks. The Kevin Durant and Donovan Mitchell sagas have drug out the offseason. Usually things are quiet for the final month before training camp, but not this year. Fans are still waiting for a Mitchell trade and the reactionary moves made from it. Anytime a superstar changes teams, it has a ripple effect across the league, and this one will be no different. Why were the Mavericks not mentioned with the Jazz, Lakers, Nets, and others in the latest rumors? There are 2 clear reasons and one hypothetical that the Mavs are hoping to play out. And we're going to discuss those. The Mavs were not part of the latest rumors because they feel like their roster is set heading into training camp. They may add another Exhibit 10 contract or 2 to round their camp roster, but Dallas likes what they have. Owner Mark Cuban made it clear that the team plans to leave their final roster spot open to improve their in-season flexibility. The Mavericks are also over the luxury tax, and they do not believe there's an acquirable game-changing free agent left on the market. Dallas also does not feel the pressure to be all in. The Lakers just got a 2-year commitment from LeBron, and they appear willing to move every asset they have to build a title contender around the 37-year-old. Expect the Lakers to put both of their tradable first-round picks on the table as they try to add role players before training camp starts. Luka is just starting an extension, and the Mavericks see the potential of having all their first-round picks next summer. They owe their 2023 first to the Knicks for the original KP trade with a top 10 projection. The Mavs expect to be back in the playoffs and for the selection to convert. That will leave Dallas with a full cupboard of their picks after next summer's draft. It will put them back in the running to acquire a superstar. Can the Mavericks wait? Depends on what the roster looks like at the trade deadline and how the team feels about its chances of winning the championship. The Mavs traded for Christian Wood this offseason. That was a significant move. Will they pull off another before the trade deadline or wait until the 2023 offseason? We'll just have to wait and see. And that is all we have for this episode of the Mavs Court Report. If you want to support the show, you can buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/Mavs Court Report. Your support will help the channel grow, upgrade our equipment, create even better content, bring in new hosts and be able to pay them, create new shows, and hopefully take this show on the road. We'd love to live stream from a Mavericks game, and your support can help make that happen. As always, thank you so much for watching and listening. We will see you next time.